Imagine standing on the towering stone walls of Troy. The 10-year siege is finally over. The Greek ships have sailed away, leaving behind a colossal wooden horse. In our history, the Trojans dragged this offering inside their gates, sealing their doom. But what if history's most famous trick had failed? Picture a different night. The Trojan priest Laocoon hurls his spear into the horse's flank. Inside, a muffled clatter of bronze armor echoes. This time, King Priam does not hesitate. "Burn it," the king commands. Torches are hurled. The dry pine ignites. And from inside the belly of the beast, the desperate screams of Greece's greatest warriors echo into the night. The wooden horse becomes a massive funeral pyre. The Greek fleet, waiting just off the coast, watches the horizon glow red. Their master plan has turned to ash. The Trojan War is over. And Troy has won. This single moment of suspicion triggers a catastrophic domino effect that completely rewrites the destiny of the world. With their elite strike force incinerated and their decade-long campaign ruined, the Greek coalition shatters. Agamemnon, Achilles, Odysseus, they return home if they survive at all, not as conquering heroes, but as broken, bankrupt failures. Mycenaean Greece, already teetering on the edge of economic ruin, plunges into a dark age from which it will never recover. The great palaces of Mycenae and Sparta burn, not to rise again, but to be forgotten. But how does Troy survive the mysterious Bronze Age collapse? In our timeline, around 1200 BC, a sudden wave of destruction swept the Mediterranean. Empires crumbled. Cities burned. The mysterious sea peoples raided coastlines. Troy, already weakened by the Greeks, was an easy target. But in this timeline, a victorious Troy stands strong. Behind their legendary, unbroken walls, they repel the invaders. They become a sanctuary of stability in a world of chaos. While the rest of the Mediterranean enters a dark age, Troy's golden age is just beginning. Situated at the mouth of the Hellespont, Troy controls the most lucrative trade route of the ancient world, the gateway between the Mediterranean and the Black Sea. With the Greek threat permanently extinguished, Troy transforms from a defensive fortress into an aggressive, outward-looking empire. They monopolize the grain trade. They tax every ship that passes. Within a century, the Trojan hegemony is born. And then, there is the ultimate casualty of this Trojan victory: Rome. According to legend, the Roman Empire was founded by Aeneas, a Trojan prince who escaped the burning ruins of his city, sailed to Italy, and laid the genetic and cultural foundations for Romulus and Remus. But in this world, no fallen Troy means Aeneas never flees. He stays home, perhaps succeeding Priam on the Trojan throne. Without Aeneas, there is no Rome. Think about that. No Julius Caesar. No Roman Senate. No gladiators, no Colosseum, no Pax Romana. The very bedrock of Western civilization is instantly vaporized. Without Rome, who fills the power vacuum in the West? The Etruscans remain dominant in Italy. Carthage, the mighty Phoenician colony, grows without its mortal rival. Instead of the Punic Wars ending in Carthage's total destruction, the Carthaginians establish a vast mercantile empire spanning North Africa and Spain. But they must constantly negotiate, trade, and clash with the undisputed superpower of the East, the Trojan Empire. The cultural map of the world is completely redrawn. Our modern languages, heavily rooted in Latin, do not exist. There is no French, no Spanish, no Italian. Instead, an evolved form of Luwian, the Anatolian language of the Trojans, becomes the lingua franca of global commerce. And what of religion? Christianity, which spread along the paved roads and secure shipping lanes of the Roman Empire, never finds its global launchpad. It remains a localized sect in Judea. Instead, the pantheon of Troy, Apollo, Aphrodite, and the ancient Anatolian mother goddess Cybele remains the dominant spiritual force of the West. Temples of gold rise from the shores of the Black Sea to the Pillars of Hercules. Let your mind drift forward 3,000 years. Picture a modern metropolis. But there are no neoclassical domes inspired by Rome. The architecture is different, sleek, tiered structures with sweeping roofs, reminiscent of ancient Anatolia. The global superpower is not a Western empire, but a massive Eastern bloc centered around the ancient city of Ilium. Troy did not just survive a war. It directed the entire current of human progress. All because someone decided to light a match. If you could visit this alternate world, what is the first thing you would look for? Tell us in the comments below. And if you want to keep exploring the infinite paths of history and myth, subscribe and join us for the next journey into what could have been.